Once you get this and apply this, you will be able to manifest and create anything that you want at lightning speed. Manifestation is easy, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it, so stick to the end of this video to find out how. Hello my loves, welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to make a video on inner conversations, because when you start to understand this and apply this, nothing will be impossible to you. You will be able to achieve the most delusional and most crazy things, because I have done it and so can you, and it is actually really simple. We are being joined right now. He loves to be in my videos, if you guys can't tell. When you get this, you will be able to create anything that you desire in your life. If you think about it, you have this voice in your head that is constantly commenting on things that you do, things that you see. Notice it. Like, notice how right now the thoughts that you are thinking when you're watching this video. Notice the thoughts that pop up in your mind when you're scrolling on social media. Notice the thoughts about yourself that come up when you look at yourself in the mirror, for example. You literally have this voice in your mind that is constantly commenting on things, and I'm going to show you how you can direct that voice, because that is literally the voice that is creating your reality. But before we get into this, I just want to thank all of the new subscribers that are here. I want to thank the OGs. Thank you for still watching my videos. Just thank you for being here, and thank you for doing this work on you and creating a better life, because a better life for yourself, because believe it or not, we are all connected in the quantum field, and what you actually do for yourself, you're doing for your family, you're doing for your ancestors, you're breaking generational curses, you are setting a new standard for the generation to come and for all the people on the planet. Also, make sure you comment down below where you are watching from. Share this video with someone if you found it helpful. Also, coaching, I put links to one-on-one coaching down below. I'm offering a few spots for one-on-one coaching, so if you're interested in that, I'll put it down below. I want to take a moment to sponsor my own video here. Thank you for letting me do that. It helps the channel, it helps me bring you more videos. If you've been desiring to join a community based on manifesting, I created the Limitless Manifestation School, where literally every month we learn something new about manifestation. These are advanced manifestation techniques, things that I do not teach here on this channel. You also get to be part of a community where you can manifest together with like-minded souls. I want to help people just like live in overflow, so much overflow that you can just give to anybody. You don't even care. It's like, you want 10K, have 10K. And also, I'm a lot more active on there. I'm spending less time on social media lately. I'm posting my videos, you know, sometimes I show up on Instagram, but I post and then I go out of the social media world, because I want to stay very focused. So if you want to have more access to me, with me, have live calls, the link is down below. And let's get into these inner conversations. So inner conversations are basically your thoughts, or the voice inside your head that talks about everything. And we're so used to this voice that we don't even realize sometimes how much it perpetuates cycles, and how much it, if you've been feeling stuck, notice what your thoughts are. Take a day where you're not trying to manifest anything. Don't focus on anything but observing your thoughts. And write down, you can even do this for a week if you want to. He's distracting me. Write down the habitual thoughts that are coming to you, because once you see it on paper, you will notice like, oh shit, this is actually what my reality looks like. And it takes a lot of mental strength to pull yourself out of a rut, to pull yourself out of a situation where the circumstances just seem impossible. Like, it seems like that situation that you're in will never change. And it takes a lot of mental strength and force to affirm the opposite of what it is that you're experiencing. For example, let's say you want to create more money because you're broke, or you're thriving and you just want to create more money for yourself so you can bless more people. You would start thinking thoughts of abundance, and you can start setting a timer on your phone to start thinking having these inner conversations regularly. And this is not so much about affirmations, because I know a lot of people talk about affirmations. I personally don't use affirmations that much because it feels very like, to me it feels sometimes like it feels staged when I say these affirmations. So use an affirmation that really clicks with you. Use something like, for example, it could just be tapping into a feeling like, I'm so free. I'm so free. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. I can spend money however I want, on whatever I want. I'm so supported. I'm so loved. It could be these general things. It could be, I love myself so much. I look so good. I am so happy and fulfilled with my life. Because a lot of times when we feel stuck in certain situations, or we feel unloved because a person has left us, or we are dealing with illness, right? I've been dealing with an autoimmune illness, which I'm healed. I'm putting that out there, or it's already there. But sometimes I still have like days where it's just, I have to deal with a lot of physical pain. I feel sometimes I have a lot of pain and it just feels very, very heavy physically speaking. But then I start to affirm, I start to tell myself, oh my God, I feel so good. I feel so free. I feel so light. I feel I'm healed. I have all of my energy back, right? And it's getting better and better and better. So these inner conversations that you have literally will shape anything in your life. Start to really observe your inner conversations, and then the things that you don't want anymore in your life, the things that you want to change about your reality, use what you wrote down, and the things that are bothering you that you keep thinking, and write down the exact opposite. For example, if you've been thinking a lot like, oh, I'm ugly, I don't like myself, I don't like the way I look, write down, I feel so beautiful, because you can tell yourself I am beautiful and not believe it. So I'd rather go with, I feel so beautiful, I feel so loved, I feel so good in my body, I feel so healthy in my body. If you're trying to create more money for yourself, right? If you're dealing with financial difficulties right now, and you've been thinking like, I can't afford this, I need so many new things, I need new clothes, I need to get my car fixed, whatever it is, right? Tell yourself, I can literally spend whatever, whenever. Money is not an issue for me. Money just flows. But use whatever feels good for you, right? Because sometimes we use these affirmations and they don't feel good. That's not going to change anything. People are literally fighting and screaming outside. I don't know what's going on. This is from Neville Goddard from Inner Conversations. By the way, I have my tiny iPhone 8, which I love so much. Like, I have my my actual phone right there, but I use this one when I'm at home because it's so tiny and it fits into my hand, and it's so light, because the new iPhones, they're just so big and so heavy, and this one is like perfect for my small little hands. So I love my old school iPhone that I keep at home, my second phone. So he says, the whole manifested world goes to show us what use we have made of God's gift. Receiving a gift does not mean that we are going to use it wisely, but we have the gift. Everyone has the gift, and the world simply reflects the use of that gift. So you and I have been given a gift. To what use have we put it? It's the inner speech that is frozen in the world around us. This whole vast world is but frozen inner speech. What are we saying on the inside? And then he goes on to say, if one could only control these inner conversations morning, noon, and night, and carry them right into the dream world, he would know what world he is creating. Stop for one moment and ask yourself, what am I thinking now? You're carrying on a little tiny inner speech at every moment of time. And those inner speeches will create thought forms. And the more you nourish a thought form is basically, you can see it as a bubble. in the ether, in the quantum field, the more you nourish that. That's how we create. That's how creation comes into manifestation. The more you nourish that, the more it's going to grow, and the more you will manifest it. So that's why I always say, like, if we all have fears, we all have negative thoughts sometimes, that's okay. That's completely okay. Also know that positive thoughts are more powerful than negative thoughts. So, if you think if you have a bad day, that happens. That's completely normal. You may be in the presence of someone that the world thinks important, but you don't, and inwardly you are saying, but only God hears it. That's what you are actually saying. Outwardly, you are pleased to meet him and you are flattered with the contact, but inwardly, what are you saying? This is what I ask everyone to observe. Observe what you are actually doing on the inside, for that is what God sees. And what you are doing on the inside, you are doing in little tiny speech movements, and they are crystallizing in the manifested world around about you. So if to do were as easy as to know what we're good to do, well, we would all be kings. We all would be everything we want to be in this world, but we find it more difficult to do it than to know what to do. So I could tell you from now until the end of time, but only practice will do it. Just practice. But to know what to do is not the same as doing it. Let me now make it quite clear. You have the gift. You can speak. You can think new thoughts. Even if you were dumb, you still speak. Inwardly you speak, and you form these little speech movements within yourself. Make them conform to your wish fulfilled. So what I want to leave you with is the question, what would I be thinking right now if my wish was fulfilled? Neville Goddard always says, live in the end. Because, for example, if you want to get married, right? Living in the end means you are married. You have the ring on your finger. You have the marriage certificate, right? Because some people are like, oh, I want to get married. I'm going to manifest. I'm going to visualize a scene where my partner proposes to me. You're not married. He proposed to you, which is great, but you're not married. So yes, that could happen. You could get married, or you could also get engaged and not get married. But that's why it's so important. Everything is a learning experience, right? That's why it's so important to live in the end. And also, how would you feel when you have that, what thoughts would I be thinking to myself if that was the reality right now? You could be thinking to yourself, I feel so free in this relationship. I feel so loved. I'm the happiest I've ever been. Or if it's money, you could think to yourself, I am so grateful. Money falls from the sky. I don't have to force it. Things just flow super, super, super easily for me. Money is so easy for me to make. I make so much money. I'm the best at what I do. And I feel so powerful. I feel so free. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want. And you would also feel very secure and safe. You wouldn't have fears about certain things. And yes, fears always come up, right? At every stage. Like millionaires, billionaires, you don't stop having fears. It's just that these people stop listening to the fears in their mind, and they know how to stay focused, and they know how to control their reality and control their mind, because ultimately it's a matter of focus. It's a matter of what you are telling yourself. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.